Welcome back to another episode of Research Design Build. It's been over a year since I got the Milwaukee impact torque wrench, and I have officially gotten to the point where I have the certification required screen. Now it is pretty easy to just dismiss and continue on with life. You just have to press OK and you can continue. So not a lot bad. Now, am I happy with this tool? No, I'd say that it's missing a few things. One is angle torque is a pretty big deal. Really think that they should have found some way to include it with this tool, especially based on the price point. And honestly, I thought I would use it considerably more than I am. But still kind of a cool tool to have in the toolbox, but a requirement, probably not. If I were to do it again, I probably would have gone to something just like a regular snap-on digital torque wrench. But when I was looking at alternatives, an interesting solution came up that is on the market, and this is the ANPUDS half-inch digital torque adapter. Now these are pretty neat because this technology now that once was pretty darn expensive, has now come down considerably in price. I got these off Amazon, and this one does sort of 10 foot-pounds up to about 147 foot-pounds or thereabouts. They've got another version that will go up to 250 foot-pounds. And then they also have other smaller click-type torque wrenches as well if you're into that. And I believe they've got some digital screwdrivers and other things like that that are on the market. But I could probably pick up about 15 of these for the same price that I picked up one of these. And as far as I can tell, accuracy and all of that is pretty much bang on with this little guy. When you purchase this tool, you of course get a manual, and then you've got your certification slip as well. And the nice thing is it does come with 3/8 and 1/4 inch adapters, as well as a little Allen screw to undo the back here so that you can get the battery installed. Now to turn this guy on, all you do is need to press the C. Do a first startup. Now when you do start it up, you do want to make sure that you've got no load on either end of this. So it's going to set sort of its 0, and you want to make sure that you don't have any torque value or any torque on the piece when you do it. We've got units here: inch pounds, kilogram, centimeter, kilogram per meter, newton meter, foot pound, and then back to inch pounds. You've also got some memory functions as well on this that you can go through. It is pretty slick and pretty darn easy. To turn it off again, all you do need to do is press down and hold the C button, and it's off. Also from ANPUDS Tools is this 3/8 click type torque wrench. And you got a really nice forward and reverse knob. You also have a very nice ejector button here for your sockets. Very handy there. And then you pull back on this aluminum anodized ring, and that's where you get your ability to rotate. And right here you can read your scale. This one is going all the way up to 45 foot-pounds and goes down to 5 foot-pounds. Now, like all click type torque wrenches, you do want to make sure that you put this back to its lowest setting before storing it. If you do store it at a higher torque value, the chance that this becomes completely unusable and out of calibration within a short period of time is very likely. So make sure you always bring those back down to 0. So as you're getting ready to change over your summer tires this spring, I would recommend that you take a look at the ANPUDS Tools torque wrenches. Now, with these, all you need to do is grab that breaker bar that you already have that you're probably using to break free your lug nuts. Turn this on by holding down the C. We'll give it a couple seconds there to get up to speed. And then click it onto your breaker bar. And now, with your socket, you've got your digital torque wrench built into your El Chivo breaker bar. Here's the tool in action, and as you can see, it gives you a good visual indication as you approach the torque, as well as gives you an audible signal as well. Now, because the torque tool rotates as you tighten down the nut, you haven't gotten it pretty close to your final torque spec before applying the torque wrench. So in this case, the audible cue is very, very helpful. Now here we got the Milwaukee impact torque wrench, and as you can see, pretty much the same application when you're getting to that final torque value as this, but at a fraction of the cost.